Hi there, Starlight Rainstorms, thank you for your question. How did I become involved in Dancing on Ice? Basically, I'd gone to see the Dancing on Ice tour, or I was going to see Christopher Dean to ask if he would choreograph my next competitive programme. And on the back of that, I think, somewhere along the way, I was able to ask if they'd have me on Dancing on Ice, or they asked me, I think, which was nice. Hi Leah Wilson, thanks for your question. So I switched from single skating to ice dance when I was 18 or 19, and I basically got an injury. I had tendonitis in my right ankle from jumping triple flips and triple lutzes, and it was like a sign that, well, it was just, I needed to try. I wanted to still skate, and I wasn't going to be able to keep jumping, so I switched to ice dance, and then moved down south, and then I did a year of junior ice dance, and then seniors, and did it for about 5 years? 6 years? 7 years? Too long. Another question from Leah. What's the best thing about being part of Dancing on Ice? To be honest, it's such a joy, and we are treated incredibly well. There's so much love from the production team, and there are hundreds of people on site, and they're all just there to help to make the pros and the celebs feel good about themselves and feel confident, and it just couldn't be a nicer job. It's a bit stressful going out in front of millions of people with somebody who doesn't know how to skate for very long, but it is an abundant joy. I am incredibly lucky. Thanks for your question, Liz Burton King. So we train throughout the week in our local rinks, and we send videotapes to the director, lovely lady Nikki Parsons. She gets the director's tapes and she starts to plot out the different camera angles that they're likely to take of your routine. And then on Saturdays we do camera blocking, where we do the routine a few times so the director can see which shots to take, and we work together. The skating will always sort of take priority, but obviously it looks better if we can get a consistency for the director to take good shots of us. Hi, Jeanette Donaldson. I am really looking forward to seeing what everybody is doing for the Olympic season, seeing how people have adapted to the COVID pandemic, seeing if the sport will still take advances despite the challenges. I'm interested to see if the young female superstars in Russia will transcend into the senior ranks and still keep their technical advancements. And I'm forever a massive fan of Gabriela Papadakis and Guillaume Cizeron. God love them. I can't wait to see what they do. COVID has made Dancing on Ice a bit of a logistical nightmare for the production team. Obviously everybody's aware of the impact that it's had on ice rinks. And there are just so many ramifications of how to make it safe. Unfortunately, both my celebrity partner and I did get COVID, and so then we had to steer clear of everybody, just like everybody else does, but it meant that we missed a lot of time. But all things considered, I'm incredibly lucky to still have work and still be skating. So I consider myself very fortunate in the midst of all this madness that I've still had work. Hazel Barber has asked what impact I think COVID will have had on figure skating in Britain. I'm forever an eternal optimist, and I dislike the notion of saying anything negative, but undoubtedly COVID will have had a challenging and potentially detrimental impact on figure skating in the UK. But from great challenges, more opportunity can grow, and I can only hope that whenever we do get back to some sense of normality, we will all appreciate how fortunate we are. We will be grateful for every skating moment that we get, and potentially and hopefully coaches and skaters around the country have had opportunity to really assess their approach and make advances in their training methods and styles when we do get back. Katie Ferguson asked, how long have I been skating for? So I started when I was about 9 or 10, so we're talking 25, 26 years. It's a long time. Really long time. My biggest achievement, Katie asks, my biggest achievement is having children, being a daddy. My biggest skating achievement, traveling the world, making friends. It's too hard to find one. Just so many amazing experiences and opportunities and life lessons. Too hard to pick from 26 years one. Sorry. Katie Ferguson also asked, do I have any goals for the future? And that's a really good question, because I don't necessarily have any strong burning ambition. I'd love to do Strictly, but I don't know if I'd ever be asked. But I would love to create world-class homegrown talent from within the UK, but I recognise that the ability to do that rests upon me not performing any longer and committing solely to my students. And at the moment, as a parent of 2 young children and obviously having the performing commitments that I do for Dancing on Ice, I'm not ready to quite commit to that yet. So that's a goal for the future. Interim goals, yet to be established, but thank you for the motivation to do it. Ross Witherspoon has asked if I've tried any other ice sports. I haven't. I think I tried curling once in Forfar. I'd like to try them more. I'd like to try speed skating. Hockey, it's just the smell of the kit that kind of puts me off a bit, really. I admire what they do, but I'm more an individual pursuit kind of guy. Not a team. That sounds awful. I'm not so much of a team player, but not a team player in sport so much. Don't know if I should admit that. But yeah, I would like to give them all a try. I need to. Spend too much time. I'm just too tunnel visioned on figure skating. And Elle Steele said that her nieces are desperate to skate. Should they start on rollers or blades? I think either or both are good. Just developing coordination, motor neuron skills to get better coordination and more balance. Either of those would be brilliant.